Hello, Good Sam family. This is Pastor Dan. I hope you guys are having a great week. This is my weekly devotional, talking to you about what I'm reading in the scriptures, and it has nothing to do with my sermons. So I pray that you guys are enjoying these and that you're doing well. I'm out of Numbers, and I'm in Leviticus right now. And so, in Leviticus, I was reading, just started chapter 1 about the sacrifices and how bloody they are and how frustrating um, they must be on some level to actually do. How this sense of, you know, having to go and do and kill your firstborn perfect male. Um, of course, the Christ imagery there is huge. You can't help but get a sense that, this is a huge aspect of Christ's foreshadowing, prefiguration of Christ in a lot of ways. But on another level, on a very sociologically focused approach towards seeing that text, you get the sense that first off, you have to sacrifice something important to you, and I wonder what the relationship is like to someone who tends an animal all day, if they view it like we view it. Do they view animal sacrifice like we would view a slaughterhouse? Do they view animal sacrifice almost as a pragmatic, well, this is what you got to do? Especially if you have to tend them as intensely as I would imagine they had to do at the time. The sacrifice was probably, I would imagine, more intimate. I mean, it's not like a pet. It's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that if you had to work so hard at getting something and making sure that it thrives, only to give it up, only to kill it, for on some level no seeming reason, you're not going to eat it. The only reason you're doing it is because God requires it of you. It launches me into this idea of how much are you willing, or how much am I willing to rather sacrifice the most intimate, hard-worked things gained by hard work. How much am I willing to sacrifice all those elements, or any of those elements, to Christ? I think we immediately jump towards thinking about them as, well, yeah, I would give them if he asks of them, but he doesn't, so therefore I don't give them. But on another level, you still have to ask yourself the question, would you be willing to? Honestly. Because maybe that's the only reason why God is not asking a sacrifice of them, is because he already knows the answer. And that's a question I ask myself. Am I willing to give the very hard elements of who I am, the things that I work hard, the very intimate aspects of who I am, as a sacrifice? Things that I've earned by my own strength, my own abilities. Am I willing to give them up? I'd like to say yes, but I guess we'll see if it comes to it. It's a good question to ask yourself, and I pray that you ask yourself that with complete sobriety, complete honesty, about the truth of your willingness to sacrifice the hardest things, the most intimate things, the hardest, the things that gain by hardest work. Pray that you have a good week. I pray that the love of the Father, the power of the fellowship of the Holy Spirit, and The grace and the presence of the Son be with you always. Blessings.